Oh, Maniacs, welcome. What was that opening? Oh, Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. I just got back from work, and a lot of you guys really seem to really enjoy when I drink out of different mugs. So I'm drinking out of a Beetlejuice mug. It might be ironic, I don't know. Conjuring house shit intensifies. More news. News coverage. Sorry, more news coverage on the infamous house, the Conjuring house. Oh boy, what's next? Like, what is actually next? What is this going to be about? I'm sure we're going to find out. The last time it was Satori and Cody coming out and telling their side of things. I'll let you guys know my personal thoughts, of course, during and after the video. You guys have been supporting my channel for a long time now, so I want to go ahead and just say before we get started, thank you so much. Drama is not normally something I tackle, and I only tackle the drama that's revolved around the paranormal. So if it's not revolved around the paranormal, I'm probably not going to talk about it or just acknowledge it. But if it has something to do with the field that I personally want to get into, I'll give my thoughts, at least. So if you're one of those people who's in the comment section saying things like, man, I miss the days when you weren't about drama. Well, drama was always involved with the channel. It just wasn't talked about as much, but there wasn't a whole lot of drama that was happening within the paranormal at the time. Now, after the week at the Conjuring house stuff, drama just started popping up out of nowhere. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this, and I'll give you guys my thoughts during and after the video. All right, let me scoot over a little bit. My God, I'm a little bit too far.
Target 12 investigators exclusive Conjuring house controversy continues. A former employee is now...
Hold on, is this thing turned up all the way? Am I hearing none?
Now heading to court to get what he says he is rightfully owed.
And this comes after he got...
Why wasn't the audio working?
All right, Tony, thank you. Our Target 12 investigators exclusive Conjuring house controversy continues. A former employee is now heading to court to get what he says he is rightfully owed.
And this comes after he...
Oh, so it's going to court now. Oh my God, it's finally happening. Finally, after months of talking about this just needs to be settled in court and get this lady out of there, it's finally actually happening. Moves are being made. Holy shit. Yeah, why didn't it... My computer sucks.
Got fired last month because the owner of the house said a spirit told her the employee was stealing. Target 12 investigator Sarah Granelli's here now with the new details. Sarah?
Brian Dancero has filed a lawsuit in Superior Court seeking $9,000 in back pay, plus damages, and a restraining order after he says the owner of the Conjuring house harassed him.
I mean, honestly, the restraining order does make sense. For this person, the way she's been talking to people, it honestly, that's a safe bet to play, I think.
The home in Burrville, made famous by the 2013 paranormal thriller The Conjuring, has turned Brian Dancero's world upside down. He said he was fired from the home in July by owner Jacqueline Nunez.
John Arnold told me you've been stealing money out of the cash box for the past 2 months.
Nunez confirmed to Target.
And look, at the end of the day, if he's taking this to court, she can't argue that she didn't say that. The text messages are out there of her actually saying that, yes, John Arnold told me that you were doing this. She can't fight against it. It was her own words. Oh, she is so screwed. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope if at the end of the day, I hope even if she loses all this money, which I'm sure she's going to be okay at the end of the day, I hope this pushes for her to finally get away from this place and just seek the help she needs. Finally.
That she is a medium, and that John Arnold, the long-deceased 19th century owner, told her Dancero was stealing. Dancero filed a complaint with the state saying he's owed $9,000 in unpaid wages. Now he's taking his fight to the Superior Court, accusing the owner of wage theft and defamation.
She's literally posted on everywhere that I was a liar, I was a cheat, I was a felon, I stole from her. This has been the most surreal and the most emotional time period of my life.
I really don't care what anybody says. I understand there are people out there trying to say this is a woman just losing it and we should all be ashamed of ourselves for speaking about it. I don't necessarily... I agree to a degree. I think in this situation where this is a business owner and she is out there saying these things about these people, and if it's certainly not true and she does not have the proof to back it up, she needs to be taken to court for it. That's absolutely defamation. The fact that she was saying that he was a thief, he was a criminal, you don't be donating to his GoFundMe and shit like that is like next level cruel to be doing to anybody, especially coming from somebody who is such a hypocrite, somebody who keeps praising you know, love and respecting other people's opinions, and this is what she's doing. It's just, it rubs me the wrong way. Obviously, she has something going on, and I you know, Godspeed in what she decides to do to help get, you know, beat that. But at the end of the day, she's in the wrong here. There's no getting around it. She is absolutely 100% in the wrong. Yeah, so he deserves to have his money get paid to him. Satori and Cody deserve to have their money get paid to him. I mean, and look, I'm not even like 100% behind Satori and Cody, but I can at least acknowledge that, yeah, if they're doing a job, you need to pay them. There's no getting around it. That's against the law. Again, this was coming. This was, no matter what, this was going to come. She was going to be taken to court.
After he was fired, Dance Rose says Nunez harassed him online and with text messages like this.
I hope you get arrested, prosecuted, and ruined for the rest of your life.
That's horrible.
The lawsuit also alleges Nunez failed to make payments for things like taxes and unemployment. He also wants protection from the court to prevent Nunez from threatening, attacking, or assaulting him. The whole ordeal.
She's done. She is absolutely done. Because she chose to go down this path even farther, she's done. Her character is ruined at this point. Nobody's going to want to be around her ever again, and that's sad. Honest to God, I'm hoping that I really hope something is handed out to her. I really do, because I'm actually getting nervous for the owner. And look, I'm a reactor. Okay, I react to things. I give my honest thoughts about them. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not making this video to come at Jacqueline. I'm only talking as somebody who's on the sidelines, right? And I just have a platform. That's the thing. I just have a platform, and I'm speaking publicly about it. You know, I'm sure a lot of people are saying the same exact things behind shut doors and to their friends and families. There's no difference besides just me being online. I really hope something positive comes out of this. I really do. But this is the punishment for doing what she did. Being taken to court now over it. And she's not going to win. There's absolutely no possible way she's going to come out on top here. Because of the text messages, the public posts, she really has ruined her image. And unfortunately, the Conjuring House has soaked that up a little bit. Because now every time she makes a post, I'm the owner of the Conjuring House, people are now going to associate Jacqueline Nunez with the Conjuring House and vice versa. It's kind of, unfortunately, soaked in to that old house.
He says is damaging his life.
I want justice. I want to be paid what's owed to me, and that goes from the $9,000 that she initially withheld from me and continues to do so. But now for all of the pain and suffering.
We reached out to Nunez multiple times for this report, but haven't heard back. Coming up tonight at 6.
Some of these text messages were just extremely vile.
Oh, God. Why Ghost Hunter Star asked police to keep Conjuring House owner away. Oh, now you got Jason Hawes on the news saying this. Yeah. It's one thing to have an employee out there saying it, and now you got an actual TV host, show host, saying it on live television.
Why the star of the TV hit show Ghost Hunter says he's asked police to keep Nunez away from his home. With the Target 12 investigators, Sarah Granelli, 12 News.
Now a Target 12 exclusive, the Conjuring House controversy. At 5, we told you how a former employee is taking the owner of the famous home to court. Now, a star of the hit show Ghost Hunters is asking for help from police. Target 12 investigator Sarah Granelli is here now with why. Sarah?
Jason Hawes from the hit TV series Ghost Hunters says he filed a police report with the West Greenwich Police Department. This after he says he received dozens of alarming text messages from the Conjuring House's owner.
And he has not gone over the ones that apparently made him go to the police to begin with. So I know there's a lot of people out there saying that Jason Hawes needs to stop. I understand both sides of it. I really do. I'm actually somebody who's kind of in the middle when it comes to that. Like, I understand that, yes, him trying to boycott the Conjuring House may not be trying to boycott unless, you know, we all stop talking about it and just let it go down. But the thing is, the Conjuring House only became popular because of social media and television and movie. Like, it's all because of the entertainment industry is why the Conjuring House is as popular and as famous as it is. Yeah, the book came out, for sure, but the Conjuring movie really is what sparked people's interest in the place, and obviously all these YouTubers going there really sparked people's interest. So I do think that people should be aware of this owner, in my personal opinion. I'm not sitting here trying to defend Jason. I do agree with him that, yes, I do believe people need to know that this is what the person's really like right now, and you should probably not go there because, first off, if you pay that much money, you're going to get ripped off because apparently she just walks inside, shuts the door, locks it, and sits in there until you go home. So don't pay the money, first off, because you're not going to get your tour. You're not going to get whatever you paid for. That's already dangerous enough, but the person's mental state is also in question. So there's just too much there to really just not say nothing. Right? You need to say something so people are aware of it. I understand that, you know, shutting up means that we just stop acknowledging it entirely. No matter what we do, people are going to acknowledge it. So you at least might as well warn them, right? It's not as easy as just switching the lights off and saying we're done. It can't end like that. There's no way. So I do understand where people are coming from, but I do think that people should be aware of why this is happening. Because, again, there's a lot of people who love this place and want to go there. I'm one of them. I wanted to go there. Not now. Not after what I found out.
This farmhouse in Burrillville has become a haunted attraction ever since the 2013 blockbuster The Conjuring. Now it's at the center of a growing controversy where multiple people have accused the owner, Jacqueline Nunez, of harassment.
I don't have a relationship with Miss Nunez. I've met her, I believe, 3 times in my life, all of which were probably under 10 to 15 minutes.
Jason Hawes, the star of Sci-Fi's Ghost Hunter, says his daughter worked for Nunez until earlier this year when the working relationship fell apart. Last month, Hawes says he started receiving dozens of harassing text messages from the owner.
There's just been extremely violent.
Was that her opening and shutting the door in that little clip right there? I'm sorry, we're going to get back to you, Jason. I want to go back a little bit. They keep showing this clip of somebody opening. This has to be her, right? They didn't. No news camera person just snuck in there and started opening the door for their shot. That has to be her, like looking at them and whatnot from a distance. It has to be.
Says he started receiving dozens of harassing text messages from the owner.
There's just been extremely violent text. There has been a lot of threatening text, claims of lawsuits.
Hawes went to the West Greenwich Police Department last week to share his concerns, asking they keep her away from him and his family. The police report shows Nunez accused him of an assassination attempt.
Oh, well, that's public. That was public. That was insane. Yeah, it's like if you accuse someone of something like that, right? You go to the police. You don't put it on social media. You go to the police. That's a private matter. That's big.
On her life. Plus, this text message that says you will someday be prosecuted for your slander and numerous attempts on my life.
There's always concern the way, how random some of these messages have been, how threatening some of these messages have been. There's always the concern that she could just show up. And so that's one of the main reasons why I filed the police report.
This comes on.
Unfortunately, he has the right to. I'm sorry. I understand there are people. I get it. I get it. I really do. This is a sensitive subject. She could be literally facing a lot of mental anguish. But he's right. I'm sorry. If I was getting text messages like this, I'm not going to take a risk. Oh, she's not going to do nothing. Wait until she actually shows up, right? Like that would, yeah, no, you don't want to risk that. So if the police walked over there and said, hey, Jason Hawes has asked us to keep an eye on you and let you know that you are not allowed to go near him, that would make sense. That might be why the police would have showed up, right? For all I know.
On the heel of former employee Brian Dancero filing a lawsuit against Nunez. Nunez, who says she is a medium, has said previously she fired him after the spirit of John Arnold, the 19th century homeowner, claimed Dancero was stealing.
This has been the worst and the lowest that I've actually been.
Dancero is seeking $9,000 in back pay plus damages, plus a restraining order claiming Nunez has defamed and harassed him, both online and through text messages. Nunez has not responded to multiple requests for comment for this report. She has previously said she has evidence showing Dancero stole from the home. He denies that.
West Greenwich police tell me they've tried contacting Nunez after Hawes filed that report. As of Thursday, they say they have not heard back. With the Target 12 investigators, Sarah Granelli, 12 News.
So there was no, they have not, she's going, oh my gosh, she is going to have the police knocking on her door if he takes this to court. If she doesn't show up for court, she could be in some serious shit. Oh, that's so sad. That actually is sad. It's such a sticky situation because you obviously want to be sensitive to the person's mental state because obviously there's something going on there. But at the same time, you also want to understand where everybody's coming from and where the serious problems are. All these people have a right to kind of take her to court. Unfortunately, that's just what it's come down to now. And the fact that she's had many opportunities to try to change this, and go back on a lot of things. And she just chooses not to. She chooses to push for her to be right. It's just not a good mix of a lot of stuff here. This is very unfortunate to hear, but it's also a relief because something's finally going to be happening. We're actually going to be taking this to court, and hopefully this person is... Something's going to be said to her, I'm sure. The judge has to, like, advise her to do something here because he's obviously going to say there's something not right now with you. And you're going to need to seek help for it. You're going to need to. So this get okay. Insanity, guys. Let me know in the comments section, where do you think this is going to go? How bad do you think it's going to get? I want to hear your opinions down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Of course, go support the original video as always. Yeah, leave your comments in the comment section where you think this is going to lead, and obviously be classy, be respectful, but that's what this channel is all about, is being classy, not trashy, and just talking about stuff that we're interested in talking about. So let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Do take care.
Throwing down, coming after me if you caught a